Hey, Chandler, this might be a tough question, or maybe it's a slam dunk, but you and Eddie Alvarez had a great fight, and you became a world champion that night. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but then this one was over Patricky Pitbull. Now, it's no disrespect to Pitbull, but
Hometown.
obviously Alvarez has probably accomplished more than Pitbull. However, this was in front of your hometown. Which one of these two championships is more special to you?
I think the second one actually. You know,
Really?
I think
Okay.
not just the fact that not just the fact that I knocked him out in dramatic fashion. And it was a one hitter quitter in front of St. Louis crowd, and it was an amazing night and such an amazing response from everybody there. I think, but also the fact that I've been through the anguish and the pain of losing that title and then spending over 1,000 days, without that title and thinking about getting the title back. And then finally it came to a culmination with an awesome first round knockout. And, obviously it's the latest win on my record, and it's still very, very fresh. So I'm really pumped up about it. So that might play into it, but I think the second one's sweeter.
Now, you got the knockout punch, you jump up on the cage, and within seconds, you were almost going to get a rematch, but with another Pitbull brother. Can you talk about that
Yeah.
sequence? The Pitbull brothers don't really make the best decisions all the time. That could have got pretty ugly. Were you worried about being up
Yeah.
on that cage?
No, I mean he's lucky. He's lucky that the commission wouldn't allowed us to let me fight two fights in one night, because I would have taken him and his whole family out in one night. If it was interesting. I mean, I take my hat off to him because, man, I love my brothers, more than anybody. And if I had just saw my brother get knocked out, I probably would have done the same thing. You get emotional, you get excited, you see. But what he did was definitely disrespectful. It was my fight. It was my time. It was my celebration in front of my hometown. And he's lucky he didn't get smacked right there on the side of the cage. But that fight doesn't necessarily interest me. He's a 145-pounder. If he wants to come up and try to challenge me for the belt and get knocked out even worse than his big brother, I'm okay with that. But it was an interesting thing, and I was just like, I almost made a joke. I was like, "You want to fight me? I will crush you." And I said, "Beat it, nerd." And I just continued to celebrate. So it was fun, and it was interesting. And man, I love this sport. Bunch of crazy people.
Which one do you think happens first, if you had to guess?
Man, if I had to guess, it would be the Ben Henderson fight. What the fight that I want both of the fights equally as bad. But I already have the unfinished business with Josh. I already trained my tail off and was willing to step into enemy territory in San Jose, California, to fight him in front of his home crowd. I was willing and ready to do that, and that fight didn't happen. So I feel like I got a little bit of unfinished business, and it wasn't his fault. I wish him the best. But I think the Ben Henderson fight is the more likely candidate at this point.